You once did an interview, and I guess you talked about Roma. You said your personality conflicted with his. Can you expand on that?
Well, we had come from Paul, when they put Paul and I together, I kind of thought this is going to be great. I got a partner. I got a, and maybe because I was 26 or 27, and I should have been more mature. But again, I go back to not knowing the business of professional wrestling. I go back to that. We come from two different worlds. I lived in a small 1.5 bedroom apartment in a small town in New Jersey, in northern New Jersey. Paul lived in a 2-story townhouse. He had thick plush carpeting. I'll never forget it when I went to his apartment, his townhouse. He had thick plush carpeting. He had black lacquer furniture, black lacquer furniture. He had a china cabinet with Lennox china in it. He had a huge sectional couch. He had a big screen TV for back in that day. He had another, like I said, it was a 2-story. I mean, Paul wore dress slacks with a crease in them and a cuff. He wore nice shoes with tassels on them, and nice collared shirt. He dressed to the nines. I was a blue jean kind of guy growing up. Work boots or flip flops or sneakers, ripped up flannel shirt or a tank top or something like that. It's two people you slap together that it's just because we come from two different worlds. That's my opinion as to why it didn't work out. There was going to be a clash there. I couldn't relate to being being 26 or 27 years old and having a 2-story townhouse in Connecticut. I just couldn't relate to that. So, and I'm sure he couldn't relate to where I came from. Why Jim would wear jeans and why Paul would wear slacks with a crease in them and nice shoes. But that's Paul. And I'm sure if we have the mentality that we had then, like a lot of people would say, if I had the mentality then that I have now, it would have worked. It would have worked. We would have had the belts. That thing could have went for a long time, But there's no fault of Paul's. I have no ill will, no animosity towards Paul. It's no fault of mine. It was just, as I've said many times, it's just a matter of personality conflicts. Two individuals coming from two different worlds.
I guess it was frustrating for you as a person, a performer, when he had his run with Herc, and then he pretty much ended up.
Nah, you know what? In hindsight, maybe it should have been. Maybe it should have bothered me. But in hindsight, a lot of things are 20/20 and crystal clear. It didn't bother me. It was almost kind of like getting rid of a bad girlfriend.
Right.
And Paul don't take offense to this, but I'm sure we both probably felt like a little bit like.
Relief.
Like, a little bit of a relief. The tension was gone. It's the tension and the stress was gone. So it was but it would have been great if it could have worked out. But we didn't have then the mentality we have now.
Memories of working with Jim outside the ring. We did an interview
Outside the ring.
Well, even we'll talk about in the ring. We did an interview with Jim Powers maybe 2 years ago, and he says you guys just did not get along. You guys had personality conflicts right from the get-go.
Right from the get-go.
I think he said the very first time he met you to work with you or even picked you up at your house and you made him wait or something like that. He was telling us a story that he met you either...
He's never been to my home.
Maybe it was a hotel or something. You made him wait or something and then just everything went downhill from there.
Okay. His recollection of it. They put us together. Can-Am Connection was out. So they brought the young Stallions in. We're going to give you the push. This was a big break for us. And he was not punctual getting to the arena. Our biggest blowout, and I think what really broke the camel's back was he loved to change his flights. And I was real stickler about not changing my flight because we got to get there. Once we get there, who cares what you do? So we flew into LA, and we always stay at the same hotel. I checked in. I got there early, checked in. He said he was taking a later flight. No problem. So I waited, kept going down to the front desk. Every time I saw a shuttle come in, it was check the desk. No, he's not checked in. No, he's not checked in. So I ended up leaving the hotel, and I said, I got to get the hell out of here because you're in LA. So, you have that window. After that, you're going to be late. So I take off. And as I'm leaving the parking lot, a shuttle bus comes in. I turn around, come back. He's not on it. So I head down, the the boulevard, and I see another shuttle coming down. So I'm like, damn, man, you know, I'm going to be so late. I'm going to get so screwed. But fuck it, I can't leave him. I got to come back because he won't have a car. So I go back again. He's not on it. I say, you know what, fuck it, I got to go. So I take off. It was an outdoor event, Orange County, wherever it was. And I come in. And I said, you know, to Gorilla Monsoon, I said, you know, Gorilla, I'm so sorry I'm late. You know, I said, I was waiting for Jimmy. And, you know, but he goes, what are you talking about? Jimmy's been here for over an hour. And I'm like, what? He goes, and you're fined. I think 700 he hit me with or something like that. And now I've lost my fucking mind. So he was in the other trailer. So I leave mine. I go over there. And he's like, hey, man, what's going on? I said, you fucking kidding me? What's going on? Dude, I just got fined, number one, and then, you know, I go through the whole, you know, shebang with them. He goes, yeah, I changed my flight. I just picked up a car and came here. So I was like, you know what? Fuck this, man. I don't need this bullshit in my life. Coming to the ring drunk all the time. And I was pulling double duty because no one wanted to work with them. So I'm in there. If it's a 20-minute match, I'm in there, man. You know, and then tag him in. You know, and again, they didn't want to work with them. So I said, fuck this. I got a wife, I got a kid, maybe two at the time, and, you know, house. He lives in an apartment. He's got a girlfriend, that's it. So I went to Pat Patterson and told him, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. He asked me, begged me, please, give it more time. I said, no, Pat. I said, I'm not doing it. And I know he dug Jimmy. I mean, you know, Jimmy was his candy ass. And I don't mean nothing against Jimmy. You know, and they knew I don't let guys suck my dick. So that wasn't happening. You know. And I'm not saying they sucked Jimmy's dick, but, you know, they had a better shot at it. And saying that, so they were pissed at me. I mean, really fucking pissed at me because they put us together. So they broke us up. And some of the guys came over, and he was blaming me, and he was really tight with Legion of Doom, and I don't remember the guys, which one's name, but
Joe and Mike? Joe was Animal and Mike was Hawk.
No, I'm sorry, not Legion of Doom, Demolition.
Okay, Axe and Smash.
Yeah. So he came over to him, and he came over to me, and he said, yeah, you guys broke up, you know, which he's probably happy about. And I said, yeah. He goes, yeah, so something about, you know, Jimmy, you know, me being the bad guy. And I said, you know what? I said, we'll see the cream comes to the top. And sure enough, they started giving me a push. And then I started to move. And then I saw me plateau. I went to the office. Power and Glory was born.